Hey everyone, Mars J8 here. Issue's second full-length album, Headspace, is a great example of a band that knows how to effectively meld various genres into concrete and catchy songs. They also do a great job of balancing out the vocals between Tyler Carter and Michael Bohn, who both sing clean and unclean, which is something I haven't seen a whole lot of with most bands in the metalcore and post-hardcore scene. The blending of different genres on this album also makes it more unique and diverse from other bands a part of the scene. Songs like The Realest, Lost and Found on a Roll, and Hero have a much more poppier lean to them. Flojo has this like 90s hip-hop / funk beat thing going on with it, mixed with heavy guitar riffs and unclean vocals. And it turned out pretty damn catchy. Blue Wall, which has this Rage Against the Machine vibe throughout it, takes influences from rap mixed with metalcore. And you also have songs like Made to Last and Slow Me Down, which lie more in that post-hardcore / metalcore area, which some people might be more accustomed to with Issues. But the most diverse song on this album has to be Young and Done featuring Jon Langstan, a country singer. This song does a great job of blending metalcore with country music, which is definitely something I do not see on a regular basis. Not on this level at least, and it turned out great. The lyrics on this album are also well done. Coma, Someone Who Does, and Blue Walls are probably the strongest songs in terms of lyrical direction. Blue Walls is a dedication to the Black Lives Matter movement. Someone Who Does is a track that talks about a father abandoning their child. And Coma is basically in the title, and talks about dealing with somebody they care about being in a coma and having to come to terms with the fact that they may not wake up. So yeah, there are some pretty personal songs on here. Alright, so there are a couple of details in this album I wasn't thrilled about. I'll start off with the little things and get into what I really want to talk about. So while this album is diverse in its musical direction, sometimes it just doesn't hit its mark. Lost and Found is a great example of this. It has this woe is me-esque heaviness in it throughout the song, and then nearing the end of it, there's this sudden shift into this choir chorus section that closes off the song. It comes straight out of nowhere, and it threw me off the second I heard it. And it didn't throw me off in a good way either. Like, they tried to do something unexpected and new with the song, and they did, only it felt completely forced and unnatural. It wasn't like Young and Done where, the country music and the metalcore music blended beautifully together. No, they had this heaviness going and then shifted gears almost instantly with this whole choir thing. And it stuck out like a sore thumb and it didn't work. It felt completely unnatural and forced. Now, this album has a track titled I Already Know that is a lead-in or a mid-tro to Slow Me Down. I'm just going to call it a mid-tro from now on. I don't really know what it's actually called, so I'm just going to stick with mid-tro. What is a mid-tro, you might ask? Well, it's basically a pretty short and basic instrumental track with little to no vocals found in the middle of an album that directly intros the next song. I cannot stand these. These songs, if you can even call them that, on their own for the most part, are completely pointless and uninteresting. They offer little to no purpose whatsoever in terms of the experience of the album and or its music. Their only real purpose is to trick the consumer into thinking the album has more musical content than it actually does. I would much rather appreciate an album that has a 6-minute closing track than one that separates a part of a song and claims that it's a full-on track all its own. Lacey Sternham's solo album also pulled this shit. So from this point forward, with any reviews I do in the future, if they include a mid-tro track that is far less quality than the rest of the album, I am taking points off the final score. Because at the end of the day, it's just a blatant lie to consumers, and it's a blatant lie to the fans. Now that that's out of the way, Issues does a great job of genre blending their music, and they have zero shame of diving into the different genres of metalcore and pop music in order to create it. It takes talent to form songs that bend the lines of genres as Young and Done or Flojo do. Issues may not be the biggest thing to hit the scene yet, but with the songs on Headspace, I certainly hope that other musicians can look at this template and take inspiration from it with their musical direction. So for my final score, I give Issues Headspace a 7 out of 10. I'm serious about that mid-tro track shit though. That shit is annoying. But you may feel differently. If you do, leave a comment down below. Remember, I'm just a guy on the internet who has a passion for music and making YouTube videos. And these are just my opinions. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below telling me why. I love to read them. And if you'd like to join the team and want to see more reviews, please feel free to subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Mars out.